بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اليوم نكمل how you write your research proposal. I want to revise what I said in the previous classes, and then to carry on how you're writing your research proposal. First of all, you have to ensure that you are forming your research group. Okay. You have some readings, in particular for titles. You should also ensure that you are using, or you are capable in using the main research engines, including JSTOR, Emerald, Elsevier, Science Direct, and the last result using the Google Scholar. And also you can use the Spring. There is a lot of research engines available, and in the first or the second meeting I introduced you on the research engines. So if you are struggling on understanding or on using these research engines, just drop yourself with my research assistants, and they will help you how to access these research engines. Okay? And then after a lot of readings, you should have the topic, the main topic. And from the topic also you need to discuss the research ideas within the group to come up with the main research idea. And after that you drive the research question, and then you drive the research objectives. Then you go back to the literature review reading to come up with the theory, or to come up with the model that's helping you to test your hypothesis. Okay. Today I'm going to summarize in the research proposal what you've done before. So the research proposal is a summary of your research project. As we agreed before, the research is, or your work should be considered as a project, which includes activities. Okay. So the purpose of research proposal is to organize your ideas, okay, and formulate your ideas, and to convince your audience. So who are your audience? You should think, who are your stakeholders? Your stakeholders. Stakeholders. Your stakeholders are your research should be related to a particular objects, or a particular institutions, or a particular people. When you are reading, let's say, for instance, you are talking about digital marketing, so it's related to the companies or firms. And because you are doing research in the university, so it's related to the academic institutions. Academic institutions. Also could be managers or executives are interested in your research. You should have this, your audience. So you have to convince them, because everyone should ask himself or herself what the benefits of this research, why you are doing this research. And you should reflect this in your research objective. Convincing your audience or convincing your stakeholder is a very important step. And you can conclude this by using research objective. I may ask you a question, why you are doing this research? You can tell me, okay, yes, digital marketing now is important for business. And according to the literature review, if companies using digital marketing, their revenues will increase. So this is the convincing. And from academic point of view, or from universities, you see this area is growing up, and there is a dearth of understanding of these subjects. يعني في هناك قصور, dearth of understanding. يعني في هناك قصور في فهم the impact of digital marketing on revenues. Okay, so convincing your audience, when you are thinking on your research proposal, it's important to think for whom you are studying this subject. For yourself, okay, for institutions, for companies, for firms, for governments, for NGOs, for international institutions, you should answer this question. In your exam, I may ask you, and as I mentioned, it's exam, it's like operation. For whom you are target, or who are the target people in your research? Targeting whom? Which firms? If you talk about firms or companies, what is the nature of companies that you are talking about? Your research is related to the banks, or related to industrial companies, or related to the services companies, related to the agriculture companies. You should be very, very specific. Okay? Don't tell me, okay, firms. Okay, what is the firms that you are targeting? We have SMEs, small, medium enterprise institutions. We have large companies. We have public limited companies. We have private limited companies. The more you understand your research, the more accurate on selection of your audience. Okay? To contract with your clients. To contract with your clients, it's much related with your supervisor, having good contact with him, and also to contract with the companies. Because, as I mentioned before, if you think this research as a project, so it's something having impact on yourself. It means you're introducing your research, then some people interested in your research, they may have good contact, good relationship with them. Okay? As long as you understand your research proposal. Meaning that you have to read, you have to understand, you have to have good understanding and good revision for the literature review, good understanding your research objectives, research questions, research hypotheses, etc. And again, to meet ethical requirements. Yesterday we've been in a meeting with Dr. Hatem about the research ethics. We would ask Yasmin to summarize what she knows about the research ethics. Yes, please, summarize.
كان يحكي عن انه تبدا الابحاث العلميه لازم يعني ما يتمش سرقتها، لازم اذا ذكرنا اي شيء نذكر المصدر كمان. تمام.
Just I'm repeating what she said. It means try not to plagiarize your work. It means to copy and paste without referring to the people who have this or who did this. Okay, sometimes you take some piece of work from people who already copied it from others. Oh, so أنت بتنسخ من واحد بنسخ, and it's a series of copying. يعني هي سلسلة copying. So how you ensure this guy is right this? You have to go back to his original work and to double check whether he or she write this down. إيش كمان? There's a lot of things.
حكى انه طلاب يعني تحت اسماء مشرفهم يعني ممكن يمتلك الطالب مهام خاص.
And also the relationship between student and supervisor. تحديدا لازم يكون انه اذا كان عمل مشترك فبكون عمل مشترك. ما ينفعش المدرس انه بس يدعي انه هذا العمل له لحاله ولا الطالب انه يدعي هذا العمل له لحاله. لا اسمح.
لا الأستاذ ينسخ رياضيات أبو حمدي.
مين هذا أبو حمدي أنا؟ أوكي تمام يعني. Yes, because it's his own work. لأنه هذا شغله هو. تمام؟ أوكي. وبالتالي so far أي شيء بكون في نسخ ولصق تمام؟ يعتبر unethics. كمان نيجي نشرح في unethics شوي كمان. Sometimes when you are revising your literature review and you like some piece of literature, you put it in your research and you don't like other piece of articles and you exclude them. So this is unethics.
أنا بحكي على الرأي الإيجابي والرأي بس الاجابه منه ونحكي انه هذا لما نعمل الاحصائيات.
تمام. في كمان شغله، اذا احنا بنعمل الدراسه ما تكونش هدفها انه احنا نعاقب الناس او to punish people او نعاقب الشركات، مش هذا الهدف. احنا we do scientific research because we want to know the reality.
كمان حاجه لازم يكون should be honest.
yes should be honest. يعني مثلا انه لو احنا قلنا لكم اعملوا انترفيوز مع الناس، تروحوا تعملوا فعلا انترفيوز. لما اقول لكم روحوا وزعوا الكويشنير، فعلا تكون في توزيع للكويشنير. في ناس بيعملوا تيك بوكسز، يعني ممكن هم ياخذوا الكويشنير ويعبوها لحالهم. تفضلي.
هو حكى كمان انه ما ينفعش الواحد يكون من مؤسسه ويعمل بحث عن المؤسسه نفسها.
بالضبط.
لازم يكون واحد ثاني.
ايوه في ممكن، لانه ممكن احنا مثلا اذا بنشتغل في مؤسسه، بنشتغل في بنك او بنشتغل في شركه اتصالات او بنشتغل في وانا بدنا نعمل بحث عنها، ممكن احنا نكون متحيزين مع هذه الدراسه، وبالتالي المفضل انه ناس اخرين يشتغلوا يعملوا ابحاث ويقوموا الشغل تبعنا. So the purpose of your research proposal is to organize your ideas, to convince your audience, to contract with the clients, and to meet ethical requirements. So the contents of your research proposal, starting by title. Okay, your title is the most significant issues in your thesis because it's driving you at included the main keywords or the main variables. هي بتعتمد على المين keywords أو main variables اللي هو التايتل. And could be changed during the process of your research. ممكن يتغير ويتعدل في the process of your research. For instance, let's say this example here. Okay, digital marketing could be the title. And customer perceptions or perspective. Okay, now we have two main keywords. The digital marketing and customer perspective. So the entire research should be focused on the digital marketing and the customer perspective. You deconstruct after addressing your research title, then in the hypotheses and research objectives should be much related to the components of digital marketing and the component of customer perspectives. Okay? Don't go away from these two keywords because it is your title. For instance, now you are talking about digital marketing. Then within your research, you are talking about digital finance. It's not related. Okay? And when you talk about a customer perspective, you talk about managers, or you may talk about other companies. So you should focus on these two keywords. And in your research proposal, you should talk about the background of your research. Your background is important. It means the context of the literature review. Okay? What is the previous studies being done on your research? In your level, it's important to have 2-3 pages. I'm asking you only from 2 to 3 pages. يعني بدنا من صفحتين لثلاثة. You summarize the literature review. بتلخصوا literature review عشان نعرف إحنا who contribute in this literature. So this is the background. It is the context within the literature. You are summarizing all what you read before. Then, as also mentioned before, research questions and objectives. We talk about the research questions must be smart. Okay? Then you should reflect this measured into your research question. يعني لازم الريسيرش question يكون واضح، يكون نقدر نقيسه، محدد، بنقدر نبحث فيه. كمان الوقت اللي احنا مسموح لنا بنقدر احنا ننفذ فيه هذا الريسيرش question. Okay? يعني مثلا ممكن research question يكون what is the impact of digital marketing on the customer perspectives. Okay? So this is the main research question. Then you drive the research objectives accordingly. واضح؟ احنا ماشيين هيك خطوة خطوة ولا في خطوات مش واضحة؟ It's now in your court. You're reading. الموضوع عندكم انه انتم تقرأوا. طيب. In your research proposal, you should let me know what is your research methods. ايش هي research methods? Your research methods could be from two items or two paths. The first one, research design and data collection. Research design, you should tell me about whether you are quantitative or qualitative, or you are inductive or deductive. If you are inductive, why? And if you are deductive, why? So just to remind you, deductive means you have a theory and you are going to test the theory. Or you have a model, you want to test the model. From this, for instance, from this one, the impact of digital marketing on customer perspectives, from the meaning, it's deductive. Okay? Because there's a lot of variables in customer perspectives, and we have the digital marketing as a variable. In this case, you are deductive, meaning that you are quantitative. So within quantitative, you should think on the nature of data collection. Okay? Let's summarize this method like this. If you have the theory, then you are deductive. And then you have hypothesis. And you have variables. You have independent variable. Okay, I will, in next 2 or 3 chapters, I will introduce what it means independent variable. And you have dependent variables. After that, you have the data collection. The data collection could be questionnaire. You are using a questionnaire, or you are using secondary data. يعني يا اما بكون عندي استبيان يا اما عندي بيانات ثانويه. زي امبارح لما كنا احنا في داتا ستريم، في داتا ستريم كلها بتطلع بيانات ثانويه، يعني زي اسعار الاسهم، عدد العاملين، عدد العاطلين عن العمل، اذا يعني عباره عن ارقام، هاي بسموها secondary data. So again, theory, deductive, hypothesis, independent variables, dependent variable, then data collection. Either you are using questionnaire or you are using secondary data. This is for your level. And the other level for the MBA student and PhD students, we have different data collection methods. في عنا كتير data collection طرق للداتا collection أكثر من إحنا اللي بنحكيها. Okay? So again, for the research design, you should think you are quantitative or qualitative. So this is a quantitative. For qualitative, again, if you are qualitative, then you don't have theory. You're starting by data collection. Then you end up with the theory. See? So theory starting here, but theory ending here. So in the inductive, okay, in the inductive, because you are inductive, what it means, inductive, it means you have no explanations about the economic and business problems that you have. And you don't have previous studies on this. So you are coming up, okay, to doing research. It means to have a new theory or a new understanding or a new theorem for this research problem and research or the business and economic research problems. So again, you are most probably here. Okay? في الغالب انتم بتكونوا هان.
Okay, 95%.
Yes. The majority of research is deductive. So when I ask you, you are deductive or inductive? Okay. The simple answer, I'm deductive. Because you are testing models. Because your experience now is limited on having a new explanation to this research or to the business and economic issues. Okay. Then the data collection here in the qualitative, it have different forms like interviews. Here, in-depth interviews, focus group, could be observation, okay, etc. It could be pictures. You have pictures and asking people to comment on these pictures or on this picture. Okay? So, the methods. Again, when you are writing your proposal, because your proposal will take 50% from your mark, could be 30 for proposal and 20 for other activities or for the midterm exam. You should think on your research design, you are qual or qual, okay? And your data collection. Data collection, you are using questionnaire, you are using interviews, you are using focus group, okay? And so on. And all of the research design is connected with the data collection. If you are qualitative, you are not using interview. You are using questionnaire or data or secondary data. Okay? So be careful. Qualitative people using in-depth interview, focus group, observations, pictures, videos, YouTubes, etc. Okay? Any question? كله واضح؟ الباشمهندس اللي ورا واضح؟ اوكي؟ والباشمهندس الدكتوره اللي ورا كلير تمام. I want to see these things in your proposal. يعني بدنا نشوف هاي الاشياء كلها في البروبوزل تبعكم. Time scale and resources. Finance, data access, equipments. It means you should show the timetable of your research. In the first month, I will do reading. In the second, I will submit the literature review. In the third, I will prepare the research methodology chapter. In the fourth month, I will submit the research proposal. Don't wait until the last minutes. The last minute tickets, it will be expensive. مظبوط؟
اصلا احلى شيء الاخر.
ايه؟
احلى شيء الاخر.
سامع.
ولا شيء.
تذكرة آخر دقيقة بتكون ايش؟
احلى شيء.
أغلى شيء. You know what it means expensive in your court يعني بالنسبة لكم ايش يعني expensive؟ العلامات انتوا لا سمح الله نشوفكم next meeting او next course. طبعا لا سمح الله احنا قلنا. واحنا يعني I don't like this. ما هذا اللي نقوله. تمام. So the last minute work it costs you a lot. So it means you should start. Okay? References. In the references, also I will let my research assistants to help you in how to do referencing in notes. تمام؟ يعني هخلي المساعدين عندي في انه يورجوكوا كيف احنا بنعمل referencing. by using EndNotes or by using Mendeley. All of the students must use EndNotes. كل الطلاب لازم يستخدموا EndNotes. If you don't have the EndNotes, you can use the version on the website. Or you can use other versions. يعني ممكن تستخدموا versions Mendeley is free. Mendeley is free يعني ببلاش. ممكن تنزلوه على أجهزتكم تشتغلوا تعملوا في referencing. تمام؟ If I have time, in the last week of this work, when you are submitting or before you submitting your research proposal, I may arrange 2-3 meetings on the EndNotes. Okay, but at least you should have your reference in order to show you how the EndNotes work. Okay. Evaluating your research proposals. How I evaluate your research proposal. كيف أنا بقيم research proposal. Okay. First, how the components of the proposal fit together. Okay, the title, link with the research question, link with research objectives, and link with the data collection. Let's see. You have the title, then you have the literature review, then you have the research question, you have research objectives, and you have the methods and data collections. All of these items must be related together. كل هذول الأيتم يعني literature review must be related to the title. The literature review must relate to the research question. And it means the literature review reflects the title. In other words, research question is driven from the literature review. The research objective is driven from the research question. And the methods and data collection must be related to the nature of your research. It's when we are reading your research, there is a coherence. There is a flow of ideas connected to each other. Okay, in other words, it's like this. It's like this. Okay? هلا احنا بنكتب التايتل. تمام؟ هنا في بعد التايتل في introduction. الانترودكشن هان في statement sentence صغيرة بتعطيني introducing me to the rest of your research. وبعدين هنا في sentences small sentences. لو أخذنا هدول عملنا لهم zoom out هي عندنا الانترودكتوري statements وبعدين في عندنا هدول لازم يكونوا connected with each other مربوطين في بعض. Then you go to the after the title and introduction you go to the literature review. The literature review is like this. All of these things must be connected with each other. كتير احنا لما بنقرا ابحاث طلاب كان بيحكي بموضوع بعدين بروح على موضوع ثاني بعدين برجعنا على الموضوع الاولاني بعدين بروح على موضوع ثالث بروح على موضوع وبعدين احنا بنضيع. طبعا هو ايش عمليا ايش بيسوي؟ بروح بجيب من النت وبحط بيعرفش يرتبهم. تمام؟ التايتل بيحكي موضوع لما هو بحط الديجيتال ماركتنج بتلاقي جوا قاعد بيحكي بالهيومن ريسورس بعد شويه اللي هو راح حكى شويه على الديجيتال ماركتنج بعد شويه راح رجع لنا على الفاينانس بعدين وقصه وماشيه. تمام؟ وبالتالي احنا مثلا خلصنا literature review research question and objective connected with each other كل هذا بيكون مربوط في بعضه. بعدين اذا هذه ليش احنا عملناها الرابطه هذه because this paragraph connect this part with this part. This paragraph connect this with this. This paragraph connect with this and this. فهمنا؟ عشان احنا نضلنا متواصلين. يعني لما احنا بنقول digital marketing and customer بتلاقي اول في التايتل This research aims to examine the relationship between digital marketing and customer perceptions. Digital marketing is defined as so on. However, the customer perspective is explained by Rui et al. As شفتوا كيف؟ في connections بيناتهم. لما نيجي نحكي على literature review, there are a plenty of studies talking or addressing the relationship between digital marketing and Florence and Rui said that digital marketing have and so on. Then you talk about the research question and objectives. Okay? For instance, bringing or taking or considering the literature review, okay, we drive the following research questions. See, everything is connected. وأنا هجيب عينة من شغل الطلاب بعدين. It's a piece of fun. And sometimes our students think we are not reading for them. يعني مثلا بيجي الطالب يقول هذا البحث يستهدف مثلا الشركات الفلسطينية العاملة في قطاع غزة. بتطلع على الريسيرش ميثودولوجي تبعته. اما في اليونان فقد ظهر you are talking about Gaza so why Greece is coming. طيب وهناك نظريات عديدة في تفسير الديجيتال ماركتينج. اهم هذه النظريات نظرية XYZ وهي في الموارد البشرية. طب what's the because you know people want to stuff.
هو بيحاول يجمع لك كل المعلومات في بحث واحد علشان يعني انتم تحسوا
واحنا نظبط او احنا نعمل البحث. مش غلط واحنا بعد هيك نعمل البحث بكون كثير ممتاز. اذا please don't miss this. اوكي؟ انا بعرف ايش اللي بيصير. اللي بيصير انه احنا في عنا طلاب بلاقي هذه الستيتمنت او هذا الارتيكل تعب عليه وجابه وبعدين بيستخسر انه ما يحطوش.
ايوه والله.
فبقول لك كانه ان احنا بناخذ شيء منه يعني. تمام؟ Okay. So how the components of the proposal fit together? Remember that? Viability of the proposal. It's the proposal should be viable. يعني في حركة في توجيه. Okay, in this we will talk next. And after taking this, you can do you can summarize each part and then you move us to the next one. It's like taking one to the journey. And this is the timetable of the journey. The first stop will be in Manchester. The next stop will be in Hull. The third stop and so on. So in Hull you will see the beach and you will see this. You will take our break in Khan Yunis and we will see Rafah and so on. Okay? So this is the idea of viability. Absence of preconceived ideas. Okay, summary of this chapter, just to summarize the chapter. Formulate and clarify the topic. Meet the requirement of the examining body. Use a variety of techniques within generating research ideas, as I explained, having groups. Are focused on clear questions and objectives. Are theory dependent. Are theory dependent. Have a proposed containing organized ideas. Tell the reader what will be done and why. How it will be achieved. كيف ممكن. And thank you very much for this chapter. Inshallah, next meeting we will have chapter 3.